Unacademy. Let's crack it.
Hello everyone, welcome to Unacademy. I am Divyanshu Chaudhary and I have secured All India Rank 30 in UPSC Civil Services Examination 2020. In this video, I would be discussing about the right time to start the UPSC Civil Services Examination preparation for beginners. Because as we see, there are multiple level of beginners who have lots of experiences when it comes to professional qualifications, whereas some beginners go to this preparation straight after college. So let's delve deeper into this preparation strategy, that which one would be suitable for you when we talk about the civil services exam preparation. So as you can see, this slide basically contains some of my qualifications. I had done my BTech in Electrical and Electronics from BITS Pilani, where I graduated from in 2015. Post that, I went for my MBA in IIM Calcutta, where I finished it off in the year 2017. And after that, I had worked for a year in HSBC Bank before I decided to delve deeper into the civil services preparation, and I quit my job to start this preparation full-fledgedly and moved to Delhi for the same. Also, as I had previously mentioned, my rank is 30 in this examination of the year 2020. My optional for this examination was mathematics, and my hobbies include writing Hindi stories, an interest in the Indian mythology, and reading biographies and autobiographies. So I would like to recommend to all the aspirants that I will be taking some free live class series, which will basically be covered in the special classes, in which I will be covering some topics related to my interview preparation strategy, tips to crack prelims, stress and time management and emotional intelligence during this examination, and strategy related to optional, which was mathematics. So I recommend you all to use the code DC30 for these classes for getting the proper discount. As you can now see, there are multiple GS educators, for example, Mrunal sir, Sudarshan sir, Prateek sir, Siddharth sir, who are very famous for teaching their respective subjects. And Unacademy offers these interactive live classes to all the aspirants, based on which they can ask their doubts by raising a hand and then asking their doubts to these educators, which are then solved appropriately. Also, these live classes are available anytime and anywhere, because of which the students have the flexibility to access it at all times. So I really recommend Unacademy for these awesome features that it possesses, and it also has the best educators available in the country, so as to give you a holistic knowledge of their respective subjects. So now we move on to the topic of the day, which basically is the right time to start the preparation for civil services examination for the beginners in this preparation. So firstly, I would like to give you an overview of this slide or this topic. So if I talk about the various facets of the beginners that attempt this examination, there are broadly two levels. First are the ones who jump into this preparation directly after graduation, and second are the ones who go for it after having some prior work experience, as was the case of my experience also. So in this topic, I would be discussing what are the pros and cons of each and every side of the coin, and hence would like to tell you all the major points based on which you can take a decision based on your personal experience. So let's first start off with after graduation or work experience. So if I have to give a very personal suggestion from my experience, I would like to suggest all the aspirants that have at least 1 year work experience for getting some employable capabilities. I recommend this 1 year work experience because UPSC is a very unpredictable exam, and hence, if you have some work experience and God forbid, if you are not able to get through this examination, you will always have some backup, or as we say, plan B, which are basically these capabilities or skills that will render you employable again in the job market of India or abroad. Similarly, if I talk about my personal experience, I had opted for IIM because I thought that the MBA degree and the experience in the B school would give me better role and responsibility as compared to a job right after engineering, which also I had secured. And also, since I was very much confident about going for civil services preparation right from the time when I was pursuing my MBA, that's why I decided that I will have 1 year of work experience at HSBC for developing these employable capabilities or so-called skills. As I had told you, I decided to go for this work experience only because if I did not make it through to the civil services examination, the work experience at HSBC will have a plan B agenda for me, based on which I can definitely make my career in the corporate sector in the longer. Now we'll firstly discuss about the pros of going just after graduation. So let's first discuss about the facts that if an aspirant decides to go into the civil services preparation right after graduation, what are the pros of that? The first pro is that there is no time waste. Since you are already very clear about your goal and aspiration of making it into the civil services examination, you will not waste time thinking about other career options, and hence you will be able to devote much of your time and energy towards clearing this examination. The second point is that many of the aspirants can study in college and give first attempt straight after you have graduated. Since the selection criteria of UPSC just demands a basic graduation, so many aspirants in their final year appear for this examination and hence are able to make through if they have studied really well in the final years of their college. The third is if you get recruited early, which basically means that if you qualify the examination at the early ages of, let's say, 22 or 23, you have a longer span in civil services to reach the top positions. Because if we talk about the top positions in the bureaucracy, like the cabinet secretary level, they will obviously prefer a person who had a longer work experience in the civil services, who can now also be recruited in that position to serve the nation. So this is the biggest benefit of getting recruited into civil services right after you graduate from your college, and hence is a massive pro of this point. And the fourth and the final point is that the studies will get over soon. You will have time to relax and enjoy in life, which I think is also a big pro of going just after graduation. Now I'll talk about the cons of going into this examination just after graduation. The first and the biggest con is that if, God forbid, you are not able to clear this examination, it will create issues in coming back to job market. I have personally experienced this thing in terms of my experience with 2 or 3 friends who went into the civil services preparation right after graduation, And since they were not able to clear this examination eventually, they had to fight a lot to get a decent job again. And hence, I would recommend that at least have some employable capabilities so that you are not entirely rendered useless in the job market. The second is that a feeling of frustration creeps up because there is nothing in hand, which also impacts your studies. In civil services preparation, the studies demand a very cool head and long sitting hours. And if there is anything running at the back of the mind of an aspirant, like the feeling of frustration as to what am I doing and why am I not able to clear this examination, this will not only waste your time, it will also lead to poor results in this examination. And the third is that normally, if people are in touch with their friends, they see their friends getting ahead in life, which again builds up a feeling of frustration and jealousy amongst aspirants. So, if you think that these are not such big factors which can deter you from clearing this examination, I would suggest you to go just after graduation. But my personal suggestion would be, if you can have some plan B or some employability skills, that will be the best option. Now I talk about the pros of having work experience before you go into the civil services preparation. The first and the biggest pro that I have already mentioned is having employable skills, which will render you very useful even if you decide to come back to the job market after spending some time in civil services preparation. The second and the biggest pro is that it gives good impression in the interview in front of the panel members. Since I this year have secured 206 marks in the interview, which is amongst the top 5 scores in the interview this year, a big reason for that was because I had worked before in HSBC, and that gave a good impression to the interview board members that I was aware of the professional experience in the corporate world, and it made my choice of switching to the government sector really clear, which gave them a clear indication that I was very passionate about making it to the civil services. And at the same time, I also understood the dynamics of a workplace. So since I had basically hovered about managing various teams during my work experience in HSBC. For example, my project revolved around launching UPI 2.0, and hence I had to coordinate with multiple teams like operation or the sales team, the service team, the product team, etc. So it basically gives a good impression that being from a good background and having a good work experience at a reputed workplace will give you an edge over other aspirants in the interview of the final UPSC civil services examination. And not only this, one of the biggest pro of having work experience is that it will also give you better administrative skills. For example, since I belong to the management background, I have an experience of managing multiple teams that I talked about, and I believe that I can use this experience when I work at the ground level to serve the lower strata of the society. This will also give me very good skills like being empathetic, being compassionate towards various causes, and at the same time, I would be able to take the decisions based on virtues like neutrality and objectivity, which basically means that I will decide what the future course of action is going to be based on my judgment of the data and the facts that is presented to me, and hence it will be a very rational, unbiased and objective decision. And the final pro of having a work experience before going into the civil services preparation is that if you have a plan B, you always have a relaxed mind that there is something to fall back on, and hence the feeling of frustration does not creep up. Because if you do not have a plan B, this feeling of frustration comes about each and every day and hence can hamper your studies as well. So I think having a plan B would definitely help you, giving some relaxed mind as to working hard for this preparation and finally clearing this examination. Now I would like to talk about the cons of work experience. The first and the biggest con is that if you venture late into the UPSC preparation, we see that the number of seats are declining every year, which basically means that with the growing competition and the decline in the seats every year, the chances of making it to the final list, or we call the holy PDF, is decreasing year by year. So it is very much advisable to jump into this preparation as soon as possible, and hence I believe that a 1 year work experience would be very optimum so as to have a good judgment of jumping into this preparation and at the same time also having some employable skills. Also, there is this second con of having a feeling of having fun on weekends, where an aspirant who was working before can also think that I used to have fun on weekends and now it is very tough to come back to studies again. So, in my opinion, if you are not ready to let go of your job, you can also prepare simultaneously along with your job for civil services examination. But please make sure that the weekends that I have talked about, you really have to stretch it out on the weekends, because on weekdays with the job, you won't get much time to study for civil services. So, whatever be the choice, please be very sure that you have to crack this examination and you have to let go of your majority of your friends circle who used to have fun with you on weekends, and it is very much advisable to give longer studying hours so as to get a good rank in this examination. So finally, what I would like to say is that the pros of work experience is that the candidate should decide based on his or her own capabilities. If the candidate thinks that I have an optional, for example, in my case, my optional was mathematics, which basically demands slogging for longer hours to finish even one go of the subject. So I had decided that because my traveling time in Mumbai was also large and I was not getting the right time to study for the same, hence I decided to quit the job and move to Delhi so as to do the basic preparation of maths along with my GS coaching. So it is entirely dependent on the candidate that he or she should decide based on her own or his own capabilities. I would like to quote an example of a junior of mine, Jayant Singh Rathod, who has secured All India rank 59 in this year's examination in his very first attempt with college, that is BITS Pilani. He graduated from BITS Pilani in the year 2020 and now has made it to the coveted IAS position with an All India rank of 50. But this was only because he was very clear right from the start that he wanted to crack this examination in his very first attempt and had started studying very seriously for this examination right from the third year. So what I want to tell you is that you can get ample example of both the types. In fact, even if I talk about people who crack this examination along with the work experience, you will find ample number of people doing that. So what I want to say is that please decide or take this decision based on your own capabilities and do not think about what others are doing for the same. So, if I have given you the three options and I have to talk about my personal experience, I would like to say that it is better to have a plan B because of the unpredictability of this examination. And if you have a plan B, then I think you will be more relaxed, dedicated, and consistent in your preparation so as to crack this examination in your first or second attempt itself. So that will be all from my side, and I really recommend you to join Unacademy for their classes, and I really hope that you make it through to the civil services examination real soon. Thank you so much.
Unacademy. Let's crack it.